Hello. Today I'm going to add a new class called department, just to see an example of one-to-many relationship using Hibernate. So let's start. So I'm going to create a new class. I will call the class department. Finish. So the attributes of department are gonna be private string, the name of the department, and private string, the ID of the department. And since the relation between department and employee is a one-to-many relation, so one department can have many employees. So I'm going to create a set of employees in the department class, and I will do an import of Java util, and I will create the getters and setters, generate the getters and setters. So then I'll select all, cool, and then create a constructor, or a parameterized constructor. So source here, so it's gonna be just name at the moment. And in employee, I am gonna add a reference to department. I'm going to create a department, so it's gonna be so an employee belong to only one department. So I'm gonna create one department in employee, and after that I'm gonna generate the getters and setters for departments, and I will add a department to employee. So it's gonna be department D. So this dot department equal D. So it's gonna give me some errors here in tests. So here it is. So I'm just going to put these in a comment. So it's DAO. Cool. And then I'm going to create the department HBM file, XML file for department. That's I gotta go to department, create a new file, a new Hibernate XML mapping file. So it's this one. Next, for the class department. So it's like this. So finish. So if I go to this file and open it, this is what I'm going to see. I'm going to see that Hibernate has created a set of employees in this file, and it has already created a one-to-many relation to employees. So one department can have many employees, and it has also created a column called ID department. So this is gonna be something like this. So the ID of the department is gonna be incremented. So cool. and then let me go back to employee. So as you see here, it has been changed. So this the ID should be incremented, the first name, the last name, and the ID is gonna be ID department. It's gonna be this one. Here it is. So it is a one-to-many relation from employee to department, and the class is department, and the name of the relation is gonna be department. So here I am good. So I have to make some changes in hibernate.cfg.xml file too. So I have to add another mapping. So it's gonna be the same. Just gonna copy it. So it's gonna be department, and then I have to increment this line because I'm going to create the two tables, employee and department table, and then I have to test my code. So it's gonna be something like this. So let me repeat that from the beginning. So I'm going to remove all these commented lines. So first of all, I am going to create a department. So it's going to be d1 equal new department. I'll call it sales, and then I have to create like another department, new department. I'll call it the IT department, for example. And then I have to add this department to the table department. So I gotta go to my implementation and add a new department. So add department to department table. So it's gonna be public void. It is not gonna return anything. Department and the department that I'm going to add. So I have to create a session and then save the entity and then make a commit. Session dot begin transaction, then commit. So it's session dot save. Control C, and I'm going to create a instance of my implementation class, DAO emplo DAO equal new D. So and then I'm going to add my two departments. So it's going to be DAO dot add department D1 and then DAO dot add department D2. Cool. And after that I am going to create some other objects of employee. That's going to be employee E1 equal new employee with attributes. So let me call it John, last name John 2 and the department D1 for example. So another object E2 for new James James 2 like D1 third object maybe Laila example, last name Laila 2 department D2, and then I have to create another method that adds this employee to the new table employee. So I'll go here, and then so it's gonna be exactly this. It's gonna be similar to the method that I have already created that adds an employee, except that I have to change the parameters. So add an employee to department, public void add employee to department, employee E and department D. So I have to create session, and then I have to save. I have to add department to employee, so it's gonna be e dot set department D, and then I have to save the entity dot save e and make a comment session dot session dot begin transaction dot comment and save. Go back to my test class and then DAO dot add employee to department, so it's gonna be E1 okay, so I don't need, I think I have already added the department here, so I'm going to make some changes in my implementation, so I don't need this one, and so it's gonna be similar to the old method, except the name, it's gonna be a different name. And let me go back here and do DAO dot add the employee to department E2, and then DAO dot add employee to department, so it's gonna be E3. Alright, let me just make sure everything is doing alright. So I have created objects, employee objects here, D1, D2. I have already added department, so the ID of department is gonna be incremented. It's gonna be the same for employee, and I think this is gonna be ready to be tested. So I'll go to run as Java application, and let me see what's gonna happen. Yeah, there is an error, and I think I think I think that this one should be, I think I made yeah, I made an error here. It should be long, and then let me see here. Yes, long here too. So I gotta change this one to long. Control C, ID department. So I gotta make some changes here too. So it's gonna be long, and here long, and go back to test it again. Run. I think it is working. Let me check my database. I'm gonna refresh my database and go to the department, see what's there. Yeah, it's sales and IT departments and employee. So yes, so John belongs to the sales department, James too, but Layla belongs to the IT department. So it is adding these objects to my table. So if I would like to select them again, I will just go to my implementation and do the same. So I have already created these methods that selects what I'm having in my tables. So I'm having here get employee, or get all employees, or get, I said get employee by first name, and then I can do the same for departments. Just make some changes. Instead of returning a generic list of employee, I'm going to return a generic list of department, and instead of selecting from employee, I'm going to select from department. So that's gonna be enough for this video. I'm going to make a many-to-many relation in my next videos, but for the next video I think I'm going to create an MVC application. So I'm going to use JSP and the servlets to create an MVC application. So that's it for today, and have a good day. Bye.